I got nuts in my mouth now.
Quote 130.
Hello!
Did you get a bikini code?
FurryCures1221 thinks you should do 20 squats.
I thought I paused that. Hang on. I thought I paused that. Alright, now it's paused. Alright. Ding dong. I'm gonna refund you Furry Cures for that one though. I'll explain shortly. Ah, there. Alright, cool. Do I have a water right beside me? Yes, I do. Awesome. Oh, look at my robot Zeebs with a fucking 6-person kill streak. Alright, oh, wrong scene. Wrong scene, hang on. There we go. Excuse me. So, turn that off, turn that on. Turn on studio mode. So, the Whatsamahoozy squat redeem is on pause, and I refunded you Furry Cures because nose, throat, and brain are feeling very weird right now. Like, not painful enough where I'm like, I do not want to stream at all, because quite frankly, that's all I want to do. But, oh, would you look at that? Night Sky, the highest kill stream leader. I didn't know that was a feature they did. Oh, is my robot Zeebs... I feel like the bow and arrow is very unfair. Grant, your leg. I don't have the femur bone to give you. I'm sorry to say. I can give you. I can give you Whatsamahoozy. You go suck a lemon. I can give you like a cookie. How about that? How about a cookie? Cookie? Cookie. No? All right. Alrighty. I'm trying to get some things up and running. So, but yeah, nose and throat is a bit funky, so forgive me if it doesn't sound right. Cookie this time for Sky Gem, however. Here you go, Night Sky. So, excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, so where was I in my train of thought? Nose and throat feeling a bit weirdy. Not enough that I was like, I'm not going to be doing B-Bike soon, dinner time. Not to worry, code. Not to a level that I was like, I don't want to stream at all. Ah, god damn it. No. Damn you. Excuse me. There's still for first. There's still what? Sorry. But yeah, anywhoosie. So nose and throat has been a little bit funky, and oh god, brain is being funky as well. Jesus, maybe streaming wasn't a good idea if my brain is being funky right now. Shit. Brain, come on, stop being congested and like try and get some thoughts together. Try and have a conversation with people. All right. What's happened today? Bumped into a friend in the grocery store, which was pretty nice. Oh, I officially have my time off for October 12th to 19th. If you need to rest, I get it. Here's the thing is I'm probably not going to rest. Like I'm going to be real with you, chat. Like I am just fucking addicted to video games. It's probably not a really good thing. I know I should probably get some sleep or some shit like that. Like, but I don't want to go to sleep. I'll like most likely like browse TikToks, or more recently, I'm gonna bring my Nintendo Switch out of the dock, take it with me to bed, and I'll be like, I need to. Where's the Karoks? I need that seed. I'm gonna be doing like really dumb shit rather than actually, you know, resting and relaxing and what have you. So who knows? Maybe I will do that after, because it's always the the MMO stream where I decide to be like, you know, maybe after an hour I'm like, you know what, I'm not interested in this, and then, you know, it's just like, what the fuck, Grant's rating in like an hour or some shit like that. So people come in, they're feeling a little bit sleepy themselves because they're American time zone, and they're just sort of like, what the fuck, where's the Himbo zebra? An hour ago he was just talking about having a bit of a cold, now he's just fucking fucked off somewhere. Thank you for the headpad, Stolt Wolf. But yeah, so there was that. And I'm very, like, the thing is that I know the better option is to, you know, go to bed early, maybe rest and such, but there's just so many things that, like, even while like in this like weird nasally like sort of feeling, it's like I would not be doing rest. I would either be browsing TikToks, watching John Wick, or one of the other kinds of many things that are like, you know, not like a project like Blender that I would want to do and such, or figure out like what I'm going to be doing in June, which is, how many days away is June? 1, 2, 3, 4. In about 5 days, it's going to be June for me. There's just going to be, and like by that point, I will have been streaming for about a year. Oh, sorry, not a year. I'll have been streaming as an affiliate for 2 years. I reached a year last year. Now it's this year, which is 2 years from now. I know that sounds very confusing, but I know how the years work, because last year was a year ago. It was like, you know, a year since streaming. So now we go forward a year, and now it's 2 years. I know exactly how to interpret my nonsense. Don't you worry. All right, so yeah, so I've been streaming so I would have streamed for like 2 years by then. Next Saturday is the party game. I've not double checked on I have not double checked on the poll what the thingy-madoogie is going to be, the game, because there was like 2 options. There was the what's-a-mahoozy, where is it? Where's my poll? There was the option there was like Fall Guys or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. Those were like, because those were like the runners up in the previous month, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna make that like the thingy-majiggy for next month. So I'm just like looking to see. We've got, let's see, 12 votes. 2/3 of them have gone to Fall Guys, so 2/3 of 12 is half is 6, so 4. So 4 votes wait, no, that's not right. 8 votes have gone into Fall Guys. 4 has gone into Mario Kart. That was on the Twitters. And then when I look at my chat, it's been 3 into Fall Guys and 3 into Mario Kart. So it looks like Fall Guys would is going to likely be the big one. Hi there, Renee, Zach. Hopefully you got home. I forgot to send a message in the Discords. Hopefully you got home safe last night. You had to it took you like a really long time to get a taxi because you're in like rural Ohio. You're in like Circleville or Bloody Corners or one of those kinds of weird ass places. You've been here since you went live. What? You got home, but it was at roughly. Oh god damn, that is a terrible, because like you were basically there since the previous night. Oof, that is some big oofs. I'm sorry to hear that. Excuse me, nose. Nose. All right, get the Final Fantasy running. Unless, in order to implement patch 6.4, maintenance will take place on all worlds at the time below. Will address issues which cause server to crash under certain conditions. May 20. Oh, cool. It's not May 29th, so I'm good. I am A-okay. I've been here in chat, but I've also been fighting Amazon support so I can Twitch Prime. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. I can't believe Amazon is being a bit of a dick to you there. Damn it, Bezos. What is going on with your Twitch Primes? Explain yourself. But yeah, hopefully good that you're back home. 8 a.m. is a bit of a oof. So yeah, all right. What was the thingy-majiggy in my head? I'm trying out chill hop as like the new background music. Normally when people are like looking at the VODs or the clips, they're not going to hear this music at all or such, but for those of you that are live, you're most certainly going to be hearing this music. In your head, I hope, is your brain. Yes, my brain is in my head. Also, why am I not like looking straight? Hang on. Boop. There we go. Wait, is that straight? Hang on. Yes, I think that's straight. But yeah, so got the time off for I got the time off for October, where I am going to the United States to see a friend for their wedding. And my grandfather has helped organize something in my teeth. My grandfather has helped organize me being able to get there. It's gonna be a bit of a weirdy trip, I'm gonna be real with you. Because normally, if you're in, say, for example, Sydney, and you're trying to get into, you go suck a lemon, and you're trying to get into, like, say, Washington, D.C., or New York, or maybe Florida, what happens is you'll take Sydney to Los Angeles, and then from Los Angeles, you can then go to, like, you can go to, like, the other coast or anywhere else in the U.S., that's not happening with my trip. So what's happening in my trip is I'm going to go from Brisbane to Vancouver. Once I hit Vancouver, I then go over to Toronto, and then from Toronto, I end up in Washington, D.C. It's a little bit insane. I don't know why it's happening like that. We're not dropping me into and not dropping me like from, you know, Brisbane to Sydney to Los Angeles kind of thing, but you're going to the cap? Yes, I am going to Washington DC in October 12th. I'm going to be going for like a family thingy-majiggy, so you're not going to see me streaming in those times. I'm not going to be streaming on my birthday or anything like that. I am going to be up and at 'em at like 6 in the morning to catch a flight to get me into Vancouver. Don't ask me why I'm going to Canada first in order to get into the States, but hopefully it's not going to be too big of a problem when I actually do the trip and such. I am still going to be squatting. Excellent. Happy early birthday. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Furry Cure. So yeah. Also, hi Benru. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. You started gym on Thursday, still hurty. One day you'll be a big boyo like me. Aw, that sounds cool. Good luck on the gym, because I know that kind of stuff is, you know, it's like when it starts getting painful and stuff, you start having thoughts of like, oh, is it really worth doing and such. I am going to be checking out a gym in damn it, Ernest, what kind of message is that? I've got a candle for you to blow out. What is that? Is that a euphemism, or is that just like is that just like a turn of phrase, like someone saying, I light a candle for you? It's all weightlifting, that's why it hurts. Very little cardio, all mass building. Ah, okay. I'm very much probably going to go more for cardio and such like that when I first joined the gym. But I'm going to be checking out a gym on Monday on my day off. See whether or not, you know, because it's like just a walks away from where I live. So it might be a So it might be a worthwhile gym membership. I need to be very critical about that because, you know, I've had like 3 different gym memberships in my lifetime, and it's one of those cases where, yeah, I kind of commit to it for like maybe 2 weeks or so, but nothing really nothing really sticks or commits from it, especially, you know, if I move or I go from university to work or COVID. Like, there's been a lot of like life changes that's happened, and it's like gym is one of the first things that decides to get dropped. Not from like a fault of like, actually it probably is technically a fault of my own, but you know, I'm just an idiot and not being able to commit to habits and what have you. You can blow out my candle, eat your cake, win-win scenario. You're going to lick the BF. Wish you luck. Alrighty then, good luck. You're going to lick your boyfriend. Alrighty. On that note, let's go into our game. Final Fantasy. Is it popping up? Come on, game. Studio mode. Why are you not doing the thing? Capture any full screen application. Capture a specific window. Why are you not capturing? Hang on a second, chat. All right, turn off the PC capture. Turn it on again. Happy early. It's not until October. You don't need to wish me happy birthday so soon. Why isn't my thingy-madiggy showing? What's up with OBS? Like, OBS, you good? Hang on. Game sources. Hang on. Exit game. Let me see what happens when I close the game and reopen it. Alright. Final Fantasy. Riveting stuff, chat, I know. I was gonna say, Grant, I know I haven't followed your ass a whole year. Yeah, no. I have been doing this for up to 2 years now. Where is my password and shit? Dink. And then donk. You saw something blue and swirly? Yeah, that was because of intro fighters. Alright. Maybe it's because of intro fighters that it's having a hard time? So it's like technically doubling up? Nope, there we go. That's what we want. Alright, that means I can now pause this music because, as you can note out here, there's Final Fantasy music. Alright, I'm gonna stop the intro fighters at this point here. Congratulations, Dolt Wolf, for being the last man standing with your fucking mace. Unless, are you gonna be able to kill these other guys? Let's see. I'm gonna delay until once this queue pops. We'll see who's standing. Let's see. Is it going to be Bone Mask, who just recently just got themselves the new Zelda game? Or is it going to be the Uranea Zack with the Peepo, who just wants to play Final Fantasy? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Nope, Dalt's still standing, it seems. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna whack Uranea Zack? Let's see. Let's see what happens. Come on. Stop jumping around. Do some good swings. Oh, try to get one on Bone, but Bone was able to get it underneath the spike. Oh, but he gets hit there. But he does a good counter. All right, Dalt's got only one hit left in him. All right, Uranea Zack is out of the game. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Furry Cures and Bone are having a little bit of fight, but it's useless as Dalt takes on Bone and is gone. I don't want to... Oh my gosh. Oh, and Uranea Zack. Congratulations, Uranea Zack. You are now the last person standing. Nice work with your weird-ass sword. Alrighty then. So, I went on the Wikia to see how far away I am from completing the main Stormblood stuff. I am 20 levels away. I am still a whiles in getting this shit done, but I am going to have to do what I can, and hopefully we'll be able to get through a little more than an hour, because I remember it still haunts me, the fact that I went into like an MMO game, or an MMO stream, and it was like within an hour, it was like, oh, I gotta wait for a queue, and then I just had to spend a minute in a. You go suck a lemon. I had to spend a minute in the duty roster queue, and I was like just having this like existential crisis moment of just like having deep depressing thoughts, and I'm just sort of like big sigh, like my goodness, I did not need that on that day. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There is a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. The what roster? The duty roster. It's this cool ass, hang on a second, so if I press U, dink, it's this fun thing. So like if I like, for example, want to go into trials, I like select the trials and I click join, and what happens is that you get in this like fun little queue and you just wait your turn. And if someone needs, like, for example, as I'm always playing a tank, if someone needs a tank, I get to join a party that is needing a tank, and we go into the mission. Duty. Duty. Alright, I think I can ride my mount in this area. Wait, did I... Yes, I think I... Yeah, I should have attuned to that. Boobies! And then that one wants me to go to the peaks. Alright. Big Bird.
Bomasky Dog has added quote number 391. Yes, the duty roster.
Yes. Weird ass quote. Alright.
Bomasky Dog has added quote number 392. PE duty.
Alright, that one's dumb. That one's a little bit dumb. Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Allegory.
Quote 369. Because you're ugly as duck.
Fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? Absolutely.
Quote 107. I just want my duck sucked. Is that too much to ask?
Yes. It's always too much to ask. Why do I have that as a quote?
I
392 quotes now.
Alliance and resistance soldiers.
Quote
Eager
77.
for battle, trading
I'm
jokes
happy
as
just
we
being
march
absolutely
east
smashing
towards
the competition
peaks.
right now.
Beyond this
Yep.
last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Yes, I can be a tank while being scrawny, Benru. I almost missed that comment because of all the quote spam that went off earlier, but thankfully I'm able to just sort of read in the top right here the messages that aren't, you know, quote requests or my robots. I'm just biting my fingernail. Yeah, I just like picking and biting at my fingernails. It's a bit of a bad habit, I will be real with you, but it's my habit. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern end reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris, weird Warhammer shit, where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? No, because there's just a giant fog. That's her. Sit right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Velodania was so important, eh? Right then. Come along. They're waiting for us in Aligiri. Hi there, Erlo. Minago, you got her hairstyle on your Roth boy? Needies. I am still playing as a bunny boy because I used the Fantasia to turn into it, thinking I'd get more hats than the Rothgar, but that was not the case, and I cannot be bothered buying a new Fantasia to swap back to like the Rogadins or what have you. There's just nothing to really, you know, set my zebra up in this world. Like not even the Rothgars would make a good zebra. They make good cats, and of course everyone wants a cat boy or a cat girl. But yeah, I went with the bunny boy because, you know, anime. Dun. Pepper juice on your fingers to break that habit with negative reinforcement. You can try. It does not work. You generally don't like hats, so you're fine with being a bunny. I like that they at least give you my sunglasses, though. Like, hang on a second. I can do this. Oop. I'm meant to be going this way, and then... Why can't I just... Alright, where's the visor button? No, there's no visor button. Alright. I thought I had my visor button somewhere here, but I think I have it as an actual, like, typed command instead. Yo, excuse me. No, we don't have female Rothgars yet. The male bunny boys was like the most recent of the race changes so far, but we don't have any female Rothgars yet. It's a regular pain point people have. Here we are, the new base of operation for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me. So yeah. Do you go through like all the Final Fantasy stuff, don't you, Erlo? Yay! We can now accept a new mission and all that nonsense, but none of that really fits me, so let's move on. Well, you heard the flame, General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Yes, we do. Oh, wait, I can attune to this. Hang on. Oh, wow. I have been yawning a shit ton. Like, Jesus. And I can't really go for, like, caffeine or cola because that will, Did you ever get your CPU updated? Yes, I did. And thank you for reminding me. I need to do something into my streamer bot. I need to update one of the messages, one of the chatbot responses, because I have recently updated. So yeah, because I was able to swap in the new CPU, 5950X for 3 save. There we go. So yeah, I have now been running on the 5950X now for, I think we're now on to 2 weeks. So it's doing I'm able to play more intensive games if I want to now on the PC with very little worry. I'm still getting, you know, maybe some frame skippage or encoding lag, but like, look how smooth my VTuber model is now. Like, watch this shit. All right. Continue talking with General Ravana. That everyone? Then let us begin. Aligiri is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man, but we dared not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, though Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Albania, it bears repeating. However, that the later is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtlessly not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I have no doubt the Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I will hold the Scions in reserve at Algrieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Grant after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Dun, dun, dun. Don't do anything too reckless, alright? You don't need to go out on a blaze of glory. Also, I'm gonna have some sippies. The throat feels stretchy. I won't, I promise. I'll do what Conrad says. Mayhaps it would be best if I accompany you. Alize can stay with Grant. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. Dun 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 dun. You have your orders. Dismissed. But yeah, I don't know what the milkshake dance is. I just thought I would do like a funny little dance for the clips or the TikToks if someone was gonna do it, and just be real funny with it. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility. You know this is the enemy because everything is in red. Look at all this red. Hi there, Luna. Welcome to the stream. I am not dead. Oh, it's, what's Mahoozies? Potato Girl. Fucking the one with the echo. What are they doing?
My
I...
head.
Oh, cool. There's automatic text advancement. I don't have to click anything. I can just watch in... I can just, like, watch in awe as to what's going to be happening.
Let us see.
Is she just, like,
So,
down to her
She
undies?
lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Weird things.
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics.
Our unique inability to wield magics. I feel like using magics is
For want of a
unique.
better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You're like a weird Nazi
You
scientist,
gave me this
aren't
treatment.
you?
But I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
I thought we had, like, teleportation as a thing. Like, the Garleans didn't come up with that? Like, how, like, is it just a magic thing that we've been able to use the Aetherites and shit that's, like, not even available to the Garleans? Oh, hey, it's our boy,
Found you.
Thancred. There he is. Thank you. How the fuck did you get in here? Yay. Alright. Alright. Alize, so full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong, and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. Yay. Next mission. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arenvald's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. That sound alert is from Final Fantasy XIII. Always thirsting for Thancred? Yes, I am aware of people thirsting for Thancred, the e-boy. Like, I am aware of these things. I just could not give a shit. Who the fuck is this guy? Wicked Ambush. Well, I heard Greer here has been liberated. I strapped my axe to me back and came running in search of old monsters to hunt. Yay, cool, awesome. Alrighty. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Ah. Ah, goddamn bug. Alright, let me get rid of this bug. Let's see if I succeed. I'm not not stronger than them anymore. But yeah, I'm trying to think if I have any thirsting for anyone in the Final Fantasy series. Maybe Sydney from Final Fantasy 15, like the fucking biker mechanical chick, but... And then we've had, I think her name was Maribel? Ah, excuse me. Destination. What are we doing here? What are we surveying? Oh, these guys. Oh, cool. They have a war dog. Alright, maybe that's not a war dog. What the fuck is that? Really big teeth. Weird to look at. Did it. What am I saying? Sorry. Maybe I was just like speaking in like riddles or some shit like that, or maybe I was just speaking like really, really softly. Maybe it was a bad idea trying to stream with like the sniffles and shit, because my god. If this is what I'm gonna be, if this is what I'm like today, then tomorrow I'm not gonna be any better either. And I normally try and stream in the morning for peeps. Excuse me. Yeah. Sydney from Final Fantasy 15. Sydney's the chick, right? She's the mechanic chick. Like, I know your character, Noctis, is already, like, betrothed to someone else and shit, but Sydney from 15, like, damn, she was a hottie. He was... Wait, I don't normally have this concern, but considering it's Final Fantasy, I feel like I do have to Google this now. FF15. How old is Sydney? Because is this a problem? Nope, she's 26. Cool. Awesome. It is not weird to be infatuated with Sydney, thank goodness. Final Fantasy has had sexualized female characters since Final Fantasy start. Yeah, look, I know that's a thing, but here's the thing is, when you're dealing with, like, sexualized characters and shit like that, especially, like, in Japan, there just comes this really weird, like, sort of side of Japan. Like, they're called lollies. That is really weird and really fucked up, okay? Because they're like, oh, she looks 5, but is actually 500 years old. It's like, but why did you draw her this way? It's one of those, like, kind of weird-ass thingamadiggies. And then you'll have characters where it's like, oh, yeah, she looks fucking hot, but then it's just like, oh, she's 16, and you're just sort of like, oh, damn. No, that is not an okay thing. Also, where the fuck am I supposed to go from here? There's the thingy. Ooh, and there's an aether current up there. So yeah. So that was like my initial concern was like, you know, I just want, because I want to be like, oh yeah, Sydney's hot, but I didn't want to say that if it was like, if, you know, Sydney wasn't 26. Because if Sydney wasn't 26, that would just feel really weird. Like, I'm turning 30 this year, and even like 21s, I'm just sort of like, don't know how I feel about the infatuation to this thing, but okay. How dare you pass over the original big titty golf mommy Lulu? Look, I haven't played the game that Lulu was in, okay? My first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy 15, believe it or not. That was my first Final Fantasy game, and I was like, I don't get what people are on about with Final Fantasy. Like, I mean, oh my god, Cloud, Sephiroth from 7. Like, who cares if the game is like this? Clearly, I was wrong. So, plus, I just can't get over the fact that it's like, oh yeah, we have like numbered entries, but like, there's no, like, unless you go with like with specific ones, like Final Fantasy 7 to Final Fantasy Crisis Core or something, it's like, the numbers mean nothing. They don't actually, you know, they're not actually sequels once you get past, I think, 1 and 3. Yours was Tactics Advanced and A2 Grimoire of the Rift. Wait, A2? Or do you mean that's a title? A2 Grimoire of the Rift? Sounds like a weird title, to be real with you. Excuse me. Alize. Ah, give me a moment, Grant. I need to freshen myself up. Say that again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me appraised of any developments. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Grant? Any troubles? Eh. And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you deal with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Let's hope so. Dun, dun, dun. Your first Final Fantasy was technically Kingdom Hearts 1. Then you went into Final Fantasy X2 because it had 3 pretty girls on the cover. We don't count Kingdom Hearts as Final Fantasy, okay? Kingdom Hearts doesn't want to consider themselves Final Fantasy if you look at Kingdom Hearts 3. They just fucking jilted, like, Final Fantasy references when they got to that game. And I'm pretty sure they jilted Final Fantasy references in Birth by Sleep as well. Ah, yes, the...
You've improved, lad.
Yes, nice work. Nice work, little potato boy.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Oop.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
Who knows?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
I don't know if you're going to be able to do that, Conrad. They're kind of devout fascists.
With me!
Oh, there she is. She's still having headaches, just like me.
Report.
Yeah, straight to business.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Uh-huh.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
That's a problem.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself.
Nope.
I thought not.
Absolutely not.
Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now.
I just had a thought about wars.
The order.
Wars are like you have like your two sides in war, but there's never a case where the opposing side has been actually like entirely vanquished, has it? It's always been a case of they're called wars because they come to a level where the amount of violence and destruction and all that kind of such gets to a point that neither side wants to continue on with it, and cookie for Ox, and they just, you know, decide, oh hey, we want to come to an agreement on, you know, not continuing this war.
For our people. For our future.
Like, that's how most wars have been going, right? There has not been a case of a war where it's just been like a 100% eradication of the opposition.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Not good. It's a well-timed cookie. Oh, would you look at that? She's getting the fucking headaches. Now the main question, is this the Echo? I'm gonna be real with you. The minute they showed us Krill and then they showed us this lady, the first thing I was thinking of was, oh, they're just gonna put the Echo into an entirely different person and it's just not gonna go well. Let's see how this goes. We have had total annihilation. Do world history research. Will do. I'm gonna need to Google that. Total annihilation. An example of war where the result was total annihilation. That is a big gun.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood.
How is your evening going, by the by?
All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
That's not how a full retreat works, but I suppose if everyone's like scattered, like, yeah, everyone's gonna be running in different directions. Not good. Hi, Kiaru. Welcome to the stream. I know I started earlier. By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? Must have been the cannon at Castrum Albania. But that was an Imperial installation and their troops were still... Damn it. No one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. You sleepies? I'm sleepies too. I have, like, you know, my nose slowly being clogged up and my throat being a little bit scratchy when I drink water and such. Maybe I have a cookie for Kiaru. Here you go. Here's your cookie. The fear in Alizé's eyes is unlike anything you have seen before. This way. There is no time to lose. So I'm just gonna tough it out for a little bit, see how long I can go with, you know, doing the whole streaming stuff, and then go to bed at some point. I don't know if I want to stream tomorrow, though, depending on how I feel about my nose, which might upset some of the American peeps, because normally Sunday morning is a great opportunity for them to catch up with me on, like, what the heck I've been, you know, what I've been streaming, because Sunday is normally like a catch-up stream of sorts. Alize! It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother. Right now. Alright, so we're going inside here. The locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You need only prise them open to pass through. Yes. We are going into the thingy-madiggies. Ah, feet. So yeah, they shot like a... I'm glad you're here, Grant. In case it wasn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us. On Specula Imperatoris.
Sire, you paid me to say crow. I have successfully crafted current tier gear high quality, and pentamelded it. It may already be out of date, as tombstone gear is level 650, but still, it's sort of an accomplishment.
I kind of understand what you just said there. I'm gonna be real, I didn't understand it entirely, but I knew some of those words. Don't know what that means, though. I'm glad you're here, Grant. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they'd had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where is my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating and many remain unaccounted for. Alize, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north. You take the east. Which way's east? This way's east. Also, glad you're here. Yeah. I should probably have said that to Kiaru. Glad that you're here. That's probably the better thing to say, rather than I have no idea what he is saying, as I go and help these random peeps. Excuse me. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Alright, Wounded Officer 1. Wounded Officer 2.
Did you see it?
Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There. Alighieri's not far. I'll make it. Alrighty, now to find the third. There's the third wounded soldier. Crafted gear is item level 640. Tombstone gear is 650. And Penta is out of date, which without ever being in date, but it looks pretty. Okay, cool. I am currently wearing this. Oh, you can't see it right now. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. I am currently just wearing this gear. Some ancient abyss stuff. Alrighty. Wait, where am I supposed to... Nope, I went right past it. I was in Breath of the Wild mode where I was like, ah, yeah, let me just double space to jump here and turn into a glider. That is not what this game is about. Alright, I'm gonna need to get this Temple Knight, whatever his problem is. The blue name gear is Tombstone level gear. Awesome, Tombstone. Also, hi there, Badum Tish. Welcome to the stream. I am all sorts of weird mentals. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. GrantZeebs, ward of House Fortemps. We fought together on the Steps of Faith. You saved my life back then, and now... I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. Conrad! Conrad, can you hear me? Nago! Put him down over there. Who are we chasing after now? Oh, it's... Oh, yeah, it's Conrad. Oh, Conrad's about to die, isn't he?
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad's about to die, isn't he?
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing.
Maybe if you opened your eyes.
Well, that's that then. Time's up.
He's speaking so nonchalant. He's like, oh, I guess time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Looks like Tish was right.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Alphinaud could be doing a lot of things, and look at him. He's even in range. Like, what the fuck?
To freedom.
Like, he's even in range to do all that shit, and he's doing nothing. This is why I think some MMO peeps are a little annoyed with this. Is like, oh, we're the warrior of light. We have to have strong people around us, and they are fucking useless in times like these. If they have to do something for the Warrior of Light, oh, they will pull out all the stops. They have to do it for some random NPC. Can't be done. Oh yeah, I have Phoenix down as well. Remember the vault in Heavensward? Okay, shut the fuck up. Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castrum Albania, I remember the vault. We all remember the vault. Look at all these nameless stormtroopers.
Double the charge!
Oh, it looks like a dragoon.
We are needed.
Ooh. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. That is exactly why I do the tone of voice that I do, but tish. Is so then that way it's just in the same tone as like those guys at the cartoons. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Estidian!
My lance has slain far greater beasts.
Jesus Christ.
You're welcome, boy.
The amount of edge from this man. It's just like...
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
Estidian! Who's stinky? You! You, Code.
Savages are coming!
Always with the problematic silver-haired boys. Look, there's just something about the problematic silver-haired boys that they're like, ah, yes, critical edge mode activated. They did it with Dante. They did it with Nero. They did it with Estinian. They've done it with any character who I feel like if you can put them into Devil May Cry and they could be protagonist energies, like, I feel like it's not a coinkydink. Alright, Alpha Nod, tell us the reason why you couldn't heal Conrad. We could have killed them. Oh, well, I don't think you needed to do that to Conrad, but I'm gonna let you continue. We could have killed them. We could have walked away, but instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. Ow. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response? Fire and blood? This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. Gods as my witness, there will be a reckoning. One extra edge per white hair. Nero is edgy, but post Devil May Cry 3 Dante isn't edgy. He's snarky and... What do you mean post Devil May Cry 3? Devil May Cry 3 is a prequel to Devil May Cry 1, 2, 4, and 5. Like, the entire... Like, you're basically saying of like, oh, until we get to Devil May Cry 3, he wasn't always edgy. He was just snarky and horny sometimes. It's like, no, he was always fucking edgy. What do you mean but post to Devil May Cry 3? Devil May Cry 3 is a prequel. That fucks up the timeline so much. Ow. Next mission. Forgive me. Now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body, find my sister, and return to Alighieri. Okay, do I just pick up his body, or do I just start I guess I just start walking. I must now speak to Alize over here. You need to add a whoopee cushion bit throw. I don't know which one of my thingy-majiggies is the whoopee cushion, because there isn't one called a whoopee cushion. There, that should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me you found Alpha Nod. Tell me he is all right. Oh, thank the 12. I don't know what I would have done, though. Saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here. Not now. We should return to Alighieri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. My goodness, my energy levels. How is your evening? How is dinner, Code? How was the din-dins? Oh, I have to seek out even more wounded officers now. Cookie for Jason. Alright, T. So I gotta search for wounded around here. There it is, a wounded Imperial. Interesting that we can aid these guys. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I have expected you were about to slit my throat. To hells with this. I should be back home in Ilzabard instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. Lol, we're able to have him change sides. You do... Wait. So you do realize that writing envelops as games are released, and unfortunately prequels will retcon plot points. Devil May Cry 1 Dante is okay, but not very fleshed out. 2, he's a wet blanket. 3, they gave him the personality he has in 4 and 5. Timeline versus release order shows change in the writing styles. Okay, fair enough. I was just kind of being funny there, that he's always been Edge. But the way the player talks is they move their pecs. That would be funny. I don't know. I feel like that... Actually, here's a legitimate thought I've had. I feel like this would be like a full-on project that someone in like the modding community would have to do, but for Final Fantasy 15, they would have to be able to somehow like take control of the mouse or something like that, or you know, when you do the transition scenes. But what if they did a project where they went back to all the different MSQ missions and made it so that all of them were voiced lines and things? I reckon that would be a really huge project, but I would absolutely be like, I would definitely want to see how that looked. It's like Sora getting progressively stupider as the series goes on. Yes, that is the reason why Sora is getting progressively stupider. Not because Sora has been losing his memory and getting gaslit every game. It's because the writers have just been getting stupider. Nice, cock. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks, friend. Bloody tourniquet came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. That is a problem if you have a fucking tourniquet. Alrighty. I'm on defensive edge because I had to block someone because they were being racist earlier tonight, so I'm still in fight mode. Fair enough. Fight or flight sequences are a very interesting thing to be in on the brain on the internet. I normally just like freeze up. I feel like that's flight rather than fight, because it's just like the internal brain function of the body is just being like, see ya. Oh, bless you. What is that you, Grant? I don't recognize you at first. Been feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. I can keep going. Lalafels and Elizans suck. Rothgars are BIS. On a serious note, hug. Oh my gosh, I remember. Oh, you just made me remember something from years ago. Okay, so have any of you seen Video Game High School? Where like it was basically like Rocket Jump, and they were like, oh, what if there was a college program for no, you have. Okay, so let me paint the scene for you. Okay, there's a first person shooter kind of thing going off. What the fuck is this? The Magitech is bad? Ooh. Nah, I'm not gonna be able to deal with that, I don't think. Alright, so let me paint. Actually, let me make this thing do its run. I'm gonna be real, I thought that said vaginal state, but that's it's like, look, what Renee Zach just wrote, like, code, that almost looked like vaginal for a second there, and I was really confused. The vagal state has 4 major modes: fight, flight, freeze, fawn. When negative stimulus is introduced...
Smash.
When negative stimulus is directed at me, I default to freeze or fawn. However, if someone I care about is the target of negativity, I go full fight. Good for you. Hell yeah. Alrighty then, let me paint a picture. So, Rocket Jump has released a series of its episodes where you're basically following a kid who lucked into a scholarship program to play video games for this high school because he was able to defeat this guy called The Law. And he's basically just, you know, playing the Counter-Strike or Overwatch sort of game. They've not been very like specific about the game itself because obviously they weren't getting sponsorships from video game companies to be like, oh, here's a video game high school where it's just high school hijinks and shit. But I need sleep. I can't tell when you're being fictitious or malicious. Oh, facetious or malicious. The commentary was just being on, like, you know, a commentary on myself where I was like, I looked at your message earlier and I was like, I just don't know how to read some days. So I was not being malicious, and I wasn't intending to be malicious. Any whoosies. Back to video game high school, VGHS. So you have your character who's gone into like the competitive first-person shooter program or something like that, and then there's a chick there who is obviously going to be the love interest or some nonsense. They obviously become a thing or something like that. Second year goes off, or like season 2 goes off, and she's going into an interview or something like that, and it was all to try and make the school seem better, and they weren't wasting their money on teaching kids how to play video games. And you have this robot interviewer or something like that who was just doing like a very softball sort of question to like one of the other guests, and was just sort of like, yes, like, you know, no, it's just, oh, so great. You do a wonderful job. The robot interviewer turns to the chick and is like, Becky, what are your favorite races? does not give further explanation. It's just like, Becky, what are your favorite races? And so she just has this moment of like, and she, like, the point was that the robot was like, no, we weren't meaning, because she was about to list off like, you know, race IRL, not it, and the robot was looking for races in World of Warcraft. The fucking audacity of that man. So that's what I was thinking of when you mentioned the like being racist earlier, and then Chiari was just like, Lalafels and Elizans suck. I was just sort of like, oh, this is just like VGHS, where it's the interviewer is like, Becky, what are your favorite races? And she's just like, well, first, my own, I think I would rank fairly high or something. Like, it was just so fucking stupid. And they're like, no, World of Warcraft races. Grant, we have given our commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when, rites must needs be performed. I don't know what I said this just then. Rites need to be performed, I think is the word. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. Am I being a nerd again? I'm just it's just me remembering. Oh, hey, the company ranked up.
Be so fine. Then boom. Morning.
I forgot that was the thing. All right. Excuse me. All Alliance and Resistance members have now withdrawn from Specula. I completely forgot that I had a prediction thingy-majiggy up from yesterday. It is time we spoke with General Aldian. Or whatever his name is. So, it was just me. So, yeah. So, silly rant about, fucking video game high school, and, like, it was just filled with all kinds of YouTubers, and what was his name? Let me get you a picture of what, so, VGHS, The Law. Lawrence Pemberton. I need to present to you a man that is unhinged. Let's see. Where it's like wait a minute. Come on, PC. Just here we go. All right, let me. Oh, it's just so stupid. I just so stupid. So no, I need, okay, so what I need to do is HD GIF, save image as, save, and then I need to grab the image. So there's a character called quote unquote the Law, and in season 2, 3, he is unhinged. Like, this is because like he had his
Thank you Bestest Boyox for the tier 1 gifts sub to Siryu.
Thank you for the gifted sub. I greatly appreciate it. No, I have not locked the taskbar yet, Kiaru. You do not get to see whether I've done that or not. But yeah, this is the Law. By season 3, he had his like competitor or something like that broke some of his fingers. They were like, break his wall's hand or something like that. So he then started working in a video game shop, and the video game shop does not, you know, give him a lot of respect. And Brian here, the kid that beat him in his game and nonsense, is like, we're putting together a ragtag team, and we're gonna take on the opposing school. 128 of our best against 128 of their best. And he's just sort of like, he like breaks the glass and breaks the glass display, grabs a fucking Nintendo 64 controller, and he's just like, oh, Gary, I quit. And he's like, wait in the car, Brian. And Brian's like, I came here on a bicycle. He's like, wait in the car. It's just, this man is fucking like, I need to see if I can find the video, because it's just so dumb. It's just so great. Thank you for the PEX check. All right. Where is it? Like, hang on. So yeah, it was done by Rocket Jump. All right. All right, here it is. All right. All right. Game sources. Here we go. And then let me get rid of the wait in the car. Just this unhinged man. Oh, there's Magic the Gathering on the back. That's a lot of Magic the Gathering. Oh yeah, and then they replaced the Law with a new one. So took a very... So, that's the Law. He's a little bit insane. So, he's just like, shut up. I know why you're here. I'm in. Grabs a 64 controller. He's just like, I quit. Murder just happened. We don't know that. It was just so dumb seeing this man just working in the game store and like he gets just snaps, grabs the 64 controller of all things, and he's just like, I'm quit. It was just I needed that. God, you know what I need to do, chat? You know what I need to do? I need to have a meme review stream. I can probably do it in June. I have the idea. I have an idea, chat. Come closer. Listen in. I have an idea. As I am going to be streaming for the last 2 years coming June, I should just stream every day of June. What the fuck else am I going to be doing? Nothing else. That's... Ow. Who the hell hit me on the head? Anywhoosies, I think I should stream every day of June, and I'll just do experimental shit, such as Wednesday, I will just, you know, try and do shit in 3D, because, you know, I need to make something, and plus I want to, you know, do more in my, you know, room, you know, the just chatting room. This just chatting room. Because as you can see, someone pixelated me. Because as you can see in the background, I've recently added in my glasses, the lightsaber, and a cactar. But I want to add in more things. I was able to make that lightsaber and the glasses. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think I actually made the cactar, but considering, you know, I had to make that model like relatively from scratch, and then I just had to like print the texture on top of it, I think I did a fairly good job. So maybe Wednesdays I will just be doing 3D nonsense and, you know, getting people's recommendations on what I should work on next and watching tutorials on what I can make next. Back to the video game at hand. Meanwhile, on other days, maybe I can make a Thursday night, or maybe change Friday nights into a meme review night. So then, because Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I'm just gonna be playing video games and catching up. And then maybe one of those days will just be, oh, I need to catch up on some MMO nonsense. Because not only am I in Final Fantasy XIV, but I am also in Destiny 2. What am I doing in Destiny 2? I have no fucking idea. I blinked and I missed Season 20 and I'm now into Season 21. Apparently Cade is coming back and I just had to go through the 5 phases of grief before accepting that he was gone, all to suddenly learn that he is coming back. I'm like, excuse me? I wasn't able to play with Cade 6 when I first wanted to start playing this game, and now after I finally accepted I might never get to play with Cade 6, you decide to release the trailer where Cade 6 is back, you don't give me an explanation as to why, Commander Zavala's voice actor Lance Riddick is dead, they killed him in John Wick as well, so how the fuck am I supposed to be feeling about this?
Pull the lever.
Yep, I deserve this. This is what happens with my brain. It takes a really long time. It's like a diesel engine now. It takes a long time to like start up, and then all of a sudden I finally am able to go into rants and such like that. You should have heard me in the first half-hour code. I could not keep a sentence together. I tried really hard and got nowhere. People say the reason Cade came back is because the Zavala VA died and they realized they had no interesting characters left, so they had to bring Cade back. That is an interesting thought. I do subscribe to that thought, that if it wasn't for Lance Riddick's passing, we very likely wouldn't have had Cade 6, but who knows? Because... yeah, we still don't know whether, because here's the thing, is someone pointed out that it's like, oh, he couldn't, like, while, you know, the stuff around his eyes and his gun is definitely of the quote-unquote the light, it could also be of the Taken as well, but we don't really have a really good idea about that energy, so I still have no idea. Alrighty then. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader. He was a patriot, but above all, he was a good man who would be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. Ugh. I'm having trouble breathing for some reason. Hang on a sec. I'm just gonna get a real big, like, chug of water. Give me a second. You found a whoopee cushion? Hey, nice work. I'm probably gonna go through like several liters of water in this evening alone, and then I'm just gonna have to piss it all out.
Did you see it?
Why did they make us so reliant on water? We need at least 3 liters of water a day. Our bladder doesn't even hold on to more than 1. How the fuck are we supposed to get 3 liters of water if our stomach is only gonna hold on to 1? We're just gonna be pissing it out. Why don't we do a better job holding that water? We have suffered grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum Abania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach him. Ugh. Because then we would be fatter. Well, if you look at some of us, we're already fatter. Oh! Fun fact. There is fat zebra art out there. Some of you do not know this. Some of you won't ever, like, find out about this, but I remember this shocked some of you viewers, but there is some... Actually, no. Getting fat art of me is not a difficult find. What is a difficult find, and I'm gonna be real, I don't think many of you are going to find this because I can't even find the original name of the artist who did this for me. But there is one piece of work. There is one piece of work that is my first like commission of this zebra, and this was well before I got my ref sheet from What Insomnia. So this was even before the idea of the himbo motif and such, but there is a zebra out there who is skinny, who has no muscle. There is a GrantZeebs out there who is just a generic zebra boy instead of like a big strong zebra boy. Where's my dun 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 noise? Do I have a dun 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 noise? No, I do not have a dun 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 noise. Is it? Were you gonna like? Hang on. Let me zoom over into chat because I'm pretty sure it's still that. Yeah, look at Chiaru. It's like, is it vor? Like, you're not gonna get banned for saying vor. It does not get mentioned of enough here. It got mentioned a shit ton of times over in Scribbly Noodle's chat, and then Scribbly Noodle had to ban the word, which was kind of funny. Booba. Hi there, Wolfwood Nerd. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, for whatever reason, my... Alright, where is my dramatic turn sound? Oop. What is going on with my voice mode? Nope. That's Zaworldo. That's not what I want.
Did you see it?
Where is it?
Beans.
Nope, that's beans.
Check out my...
Nope. Boobies. Nope.
Boomer nearby.
Nope. Okay, I think that's gonna be as close as I'm gonna get. But let me zoom it. Let me zoom in again for this one, and then let me move over to the sounds. But for those of you who may not know, there is a piece of art out there where I'm skinny. What the? Why didn't that work? Fuck it. There's some art there where I'm skinny. There we go. Minimize this. Stream Deck. Is it? All right. Ding dong. Why is it saying voice mod is failing to connect? Like, come on. Trying to connect. I might need to change how... It's saying voice mod is failing to connect, weirdly enough, like...
And his name is John C.
Now, you can't imagine Grant with his giant tits or dick. Lol. That's what makes this piece of art like so it just makes it so conflicting and such a shocker. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the message. Why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhaps due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction and chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll have to just go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nagao. I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papa Limo and I arrived at Ragar's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions, but even then I knew deep down that it was an excuse, that I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Yida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry. I'll come back. I promise. Scrimbly isn't into 4, so it makes sense it'd be spammed. And when I first arrived here, I remember you saying you aren't, but code was. Yeah, no, I'm not. Here's the thing as well. It's like, maybe it's one of those like weird sort of things where I'm not for the whole like dudes, like voring dudes kind of thing, or voring chicks. But then there's an artist like Big. It's like Big on FA, Big on DeviantArt, or, you know, Big on Twitter. They do vor, and they do it with such a detail to anatomy and shit that you're just sort of like, this isn't my fetish. However, and you just like scroll through it and you're just like, Jesus, this is incredible. Oh, titties. That, you know, you kind of get lost in the sauce, and you forget the reason why they're popular in the first place is because of the vor. While I acknowledge Commander Hext's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Grant, would you go with her? Would have done it even if you hadn't asked, sir. Would have done it even if you hadn't asked. I'm gonna be real with you. I would most certainly have done that. Or they had limited ammo, so they're saving it. Well, the real reason is because Estinian decided to save us, but, you know, they don't know that it was Estinian that saved us. So. Alright, news. This! Sorry to drag you into this, Grant. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now all I can do is be myself. Some should go with player character. You have to do it. Yes, exactly. As the Warrior of Light, there is no one else qualified to go along with her.
Unless you can be Batman, then be Batman.
Batman. That is a silly way to say Batman. Like, hang on.
Batman. Batman. Batman.
Why do they say Batman? Like, it's Batman, and yet when you type it like it is in the fucking what's-a-mahoozy in the comics, it's like Batman. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Young cookie for Crash. Crash, do you know how to say this word here? Excuse me. The ship's stranded on the rocks to... Hello. The ship's stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient gnome golems guarding it. Or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Liss, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there. I already like stepped through it, Crash. It's okay. I wasn't too sure if you're going to answer too quickly, or if you're going to answer soon enough, because a lot of people don't normally like say hi and chat in my chat. Like, other than like, you know, some of the extra horny peeps like Ernea Zach, or maybe Code when he wants to be funny and throw farts at me. Watch, he's gonna throw a fart at me in the next minute because he's just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna show him. How do you feel when there's this reverberating fart and then it's just like, bonk. You have an important announcement. Are you pregnant? What is your announcement? We don't have the bits for farts. Lol. That's just a dancing Hrothgar. He's just doing a fucking spin. Don't worry, you were just passing by. Not to worry. Not to worry. I understand with like a blocked nose and a little bit of a headache that, you know, I may not be of the coolest of the presents. Oh my god, what the fuck is this rock thing? Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me, nose. Okay, that is kind of funny. Why does Scribbly have the cursed Melm? There we go. Neon Cref's Hope. Dun, 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 dun. Pog getting licked by Scribbly. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Time to climb. Took a bit more out of me than I expected. Sorry, someone commented, like, Joe Cat with the checks. Imagine singing about liking girls and then people roasting you. Took a bit more of me than I expected. I am not a female bunny. I'm just a normal bunny. And here she is. Nyung Kreps. How do you say that? How the fuck am I meant to say that?
Myung Crip's Hope.
That's the wrong letter. Hang on.
Nyung Crip's Hope.
Nyung Crif's Hope. There we go. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral Era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I didn't mean like normal as in yes, the gender normal. I was just like, I'm just a classic bunny boy. I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy, staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it. Me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hien, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Oh, excuse me. Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad. Or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke from Castra Mabania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Grant, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castra Mabania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. I still need to go see Trigun Stampede. I keep reminding myself I need to watch it at some point, but I never get around to doing it. Easier down than up, eh? Oh, not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Hello there. Hi, you've always been here. Why are you saying hi now? Head. Excuse me, hang on. Cookie for Kiaru. Alright. Moving on. There's no time to lose, Grant. General Aldian needs to know what we saw. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Man, how do people have the time to play all the video games? Like, I'm still stuck into trying to play, you know, Tears of the Kingdom. But I need to, like, also go through Melody of Memory. And I need to go through Street Fighter 6 when it comes out on Friday. Yes, I'm going to be playing Street Fighter 6, I think. You are returned! I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Niafinkrimp, helped and spied smoke rising from Castra Mabania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarupin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Albania at once. Could still be a trick if it isn't. We may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk, but how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of such a day as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants through Gir Albania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Albania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'd be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans, and at the end of the day, it is our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alize and Grant, I am sure. Well then, if you are all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Albania. Go, and may Ralgars watch over and keep you. Excellent. I can do that. Easy peasies. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I'm getting... brain is losing energies. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Liss, nor less as Alamigo. Castrum... Castrum Albania is the largest Imperial facility in the peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Krill is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is ever a chance that Krill might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. Oh, cool, if I wanted to, I can get, like, the War Axe if I wanted, but normally I've got better shit. Dun, 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 dun. So, to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contract recruited
Masonic
by Marshal Taro
1776 paid me to say Grant sexy, and I can't begin to imagine him without his large pecs.
Did you see it?
People just decide to de-himbo me is how they imagine it. It's the absolute audacity of some people. Cookie for Jason. Hello, Jason. How is your evening? How is dinner? I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Grant and Liss were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Albania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarapin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rodigan woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll meet them soon. No, I do not want to be de-himboed. In reference to that picture from earlier. Oh, in reference to the picture earlier. Yes.
Jason
With me, my
wants you
friends.
to stretch. Remember to stretch.
Thank you for the stretch. Thank you for the stretch. And the Hyper Himbo. Thank you so much. I was worried you were gonna I was worried I was gonna get de-himboed. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. How far am I running? Okay, I'm running for a bit. I am going a very weird backwards way through all this, but it will have to do. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat. Hey, there's the party, there's the gang. Surveying. And done. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris. Do I just talk to him? Yes, I wish to enter the Spectre thingy with Biggie. Having a casual look around. Oh, sorry. There we go. Damn, Dancer does a lot of damage. I am at the same level as Snooping. What's Mahoozies? I gotta flex on my, what the hell is, ooh, it's a butt. I gotta flex on my mount with against this person. Against Snooping Uzoalis. Never mind. Of course there are still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Liss. Come, Radita is no further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. There we go. Do, do, do. Oh, I'm almost fast. Oh, no. Maybe if I just cut the corner just a little bit. There we go. Now I should be able to get to them before. Nope, damn it. I didn't get the... Never mind. Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castrum Albania anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? It's a worry, but they might have. Alphanod said we were looking for a Rogadan woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. I have a cake emote. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Completely misses me. There we go. Alright, so now we need to talk to all the different Rogadan women here. It's probably going to give us a little icon for who we want to. Leaping Doe? Don't know you. Why have you come to... Tell me about me. You're a real stranger here, aren't you? Too much talk can get a person killed. Oh, this is important. Important talks. Alright. Able and Gaseous Gaw. Oh, Amender. I need to talk to you real quick. Repair some of my gear. Just so then that way it's got no problems as I progress. Ain't seen you around before. Takes a certain kind of man to walk into a place like this uninvited. One with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better keep your head down and go around long to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, cause I'll never speak on it more. At least not here. Outside Radiata, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Oh, cool. We're just gonna follow her right away. You think you might hit the hay early? I might do so as well, just because I can feel the nose just... Yeah. Hey, was that who I think it was? Well, that's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphanod and Alize. We'll meet you there. You just did the Twitter quiz trend? I don't know what the Twitter quiz trend is, to be honest with you. The latest thing I've heard from Twitter is that they've started like blocking or deleting Twitter artist accounts for like concerns that they've been like avoiding blocks and shit, which is a little bit annoying. Not followed, were you? Good. Technically, yes, but those are my friends. That's all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Taropin. Name Stark, Starkwood. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris and the canon, isn't it? Just so. Can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The Cerulean pipeline feeling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That's beggar's belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident has everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegans have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. Yep. We need to sneak inside Castra Mabania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? That much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in numbers, but I have faith that we can see this through. Another mission done. Ugh. I might actually follow Code's advice and actually get some sleep. So, nose. Gosh darn you. Why are you like this? Ugh. Probably a good idea as well to get sleep. I know I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow morning. I'm just gonna quietly say it's dungeon time. I am not gonna do dungeon time at this hour. With the way my nose is right now, I'm probably not gonna do it. I am so sorry. That ain't happening. It ain't happening, I'm sorry to say. Oh my gosh, my nose. Excuse me. I thought if I started a little bit earlier, I would feel like a lot better rather than like staying into the night, but even at this hour I'm like, oh damn, like I cannot go on like another hour or something like that. It's just not in me at this point. So I don't know if I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow morning either, just because I want to recover and such, like actually rest and everything, because today I like went outside, did groceries, might do chores and such, but I want to make Sunday an actual day of rest, medicate, and relax, rather than, you know, sit in front of my computer and play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or some shit. Let me have a quick look and see who is online and who is streaming right now. Let's have a looks. Let's see. Fabupona, Racelor, Chasm, Fofamit, Premiere. Let's go with Puffin. Puffin is right now playing the Outlast Trials with some, actually, let's go for someone different. Well, I say different, but they're in the same lobby as Puffin, which is kind of funny, but I reckon it'll work out. All right, here we go. We're gonna go raid into Belbasaru. They're right now going through that same sort of game. Let's get the raid started with them. And your raid message. If you don't have the emotes, that's okay. You can use whatever messages you want. Or you can use whatever emotes you want, sorry, with the message. But otherwise, thank you everyone who came along to tonight's stream. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry for the nose and for cutting it short. I'm probably not going to be streaming tomorrow morning, I'm sorry to say, just because of all this, and I want to be in, like, you know, a better health and, you know, be able to hit into streams in a lot better of a mood, especially if I do want to commit to the idea of streaming every night in June. So I'll leave you guys here, and I'll probably see you all Monday night, most likely. So see you all next time. Bye for now.